Eric in High Springs, Florida. Hey, Eric, thanks for watching Free Speech TV on the Dish Network. What's up?
Okay, thank you. A well-known Republican strategist, lobbyist by the name of Grover Norquist once famously said that he wanted to shrink the size of government down to where it's small enough so that he can drown it in a bathtub.
Right.
Yes, I've never forgotten that, and it sounded pretty violent then. It sounds violent now, and I feel like I'm under assault, and it feels like my government is under assault. We have to protect this government, this country, from enemies, both foreign and domestic, and that really wraps up how a lot of Republicans feel and how a lot of Tea Partiers are coming into this government in order just to shut it down, in order to abolish existing laws, like Rand Paul wants to abolish the minimum wage law so that your employer can pay you $5 an hour. So my question is, ever since Citizens United, where the Supreme Court told us that our politicians can accept undisclosed money, how do we know that terrorists or those who sympathize with terrorists are not funding our political system and our elected officials? Odds
are they already are, or at least groups that sympathize with them. And certain countries in the Middle East, for example, it's entirely not just possible, but probable. Either the New York Times or the Washington Post, I think it was the Post, did a big expose last weekend about all the foreign money that's being taken by these, quote, think tanks here in in Washington, D.C. Some of these think tanks have, are very respectable names and reputations, and yet they're taking money from foreign governments and then issuing, position papers and doing research that seems to favor the positions of those governments, and then lobbyists pick that information up on behalf of these governments and then take it in and lobby members of Congress. And the members of Congress have no idea that the research was funded by the government that's going to be on the receiving end of this. So, yes, that's a very real possibility. And in fact, it is happening at a certain level. We know some of it is happening. But B, I think that the really important point here is that when Ronald Reagan came into office on the idea that he wanted to run the federal government because the federal government was a terrible thing, and he, in his first inaugural address, he said, government is not the solution to your problems. Government is the problem. That was spitting in the face of George Washington, who had 3 horses shot out from underneath him trying to create this republic. It was spitting in the face of Thomas Jefferson and all those guys who signed the Declaration of Independence and immediately had death warrants put on every single one of their heads throughout the entirety of the Revolutionary War. It was spitting in the face of Abraham Lincoln, who ultimately paid the ultimate price for trying to hold the Union together. It's just there's a certain level of violence against our country that comes along with this idea that government is bad when government is us. It is our nation. It is the essence of what we are. And I'm with you, Eric. And I think that it's time to. Thanks a lot for the call. I think it's time to call these guys out and say you are being fundamentally unpatriotic when you say that government is the problem. And you say that we should just turn the roads over to the billionaires, turn the highways over to the billionaires, turn the waterways over to the billionaires, turn the power systems over to the billionaires, turn our schools over to the billionaires, turn our banks over to the billionaires. You're wrong. It's un-American.